Yo, holy dumpies. How we doing, guys? How is your weekend going? How we doing? Good evening, King Will. Thanks for the membership purchase. Be sure that you link your YouTube account to your Discord profile, and you'll get access to those my pre-market trading plans on NQ on Level Up Discord. Thanks again, brother. Appreciate you. Good evening, Zen Pro Trader. Who else is here? Chris, thanks again for the super chat last week. Much appreciated, brother. Grumpy Grandpa, how we doing? Digital, how we doing? Tio, how we doing? Who else is here? Spaces. Anthony, Pro Trader. Pro Traders in both chats. Mike Light. Kevin. Pavan. TradeX. Savvy, Costa Rica Doug, how we doing? Mohammed, Swardino, how we doing, guys? So after the first week of doing regular trading hours, I'm going to give you guys a heads up. The numbers aren't great. What's up, Falco? How are we doing? The numbers are not great. We're getting about 1/6 the amount of viewers that we normally get during Asia session. So we're going to stick it out for this week, and we're going to see where the numbers lie after a week or two. If they're really bad, we're probably going to be doing some schedule adjusting once again. So just be on alert. We might be back during Asia session for a little bit, or at least do both for a little while. You know, it's going to be hard on me, unfortunately. That's going to be a lot of time in front of the camera and a lot of work. But we might have to bridge that gap as far as the schedule is concerned. User KHE, I prefer NQ myself. A lot of people do prefer ES. I feel more comfortable on NQ. It's just because I've traded it for that long. You know, they trade in line with each other. Typically, there's normally not much divergence between the two. So they move hand in hand. ES has a little more has a little more volume traded, so it moves a little smoother. How do I handle the speed of NQ? Honestly, NQ it's very levels driven, just like ES is. So once you get used to the speed that it likes to move, the volatility doesn't affect you as much. What's up, Zen? How are you? But you just kind of get used to it. You kind of get the feel for how it likes to move. You think NQ moves fast? Go take a look at silver and gold. Go trade the metals. Like, people think they make NQ look like it's asleep. Jeff, you were here for the 6K week? Nice. Nice. Yeah, Moxie, I know. It's kind of what happened when we moved to Asia, too. You know, like it took a few weeks, so I might just have to. The problem is you can't have like really good numbers during certain live streams, right? For a period of time in a certain time slot, and then change all of a sudden. But you're right about the YouTube algo. It happened when we moved to Asia session too. It took 2-3 weeks before things flipped a little bit, before YouTube started pushing it. So I don't know what the deal is. While you guys are here and while it's early, while we only got about 80 people in here, I'm going to let you guys know we are not running giveaways on the live streams anymore. That's the other thing that we have to combat is the botting during the live streams. So we're no longer going to be doing live streams doing giveaways during the live stream. So just be on alert. Tomorrow we are announcing the winner of the giveaway that we're doing. You will have to watch the most recent short and drop a comment on that video. And if you guys do go and watch it and drop a comment, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. Zen. So it's not going to... That's where we announced it originally, but I'm announcing it here too. We also posted it on X. User overnight high, overnight low. Ignore these for right now. These won't reset until the Asia session's over tomorrow. This is actually an indicator that I have. It's It's a custom indicator that marks these levels. So these are still kind of happening. Actually, they have reset. So yeah, overnight high. Overnight low is not setting correctly though. So just ignore these for now. Starting tomorrow morning, New York session, those will be accurate. So any live streams that you tune into, that's what they will be accurate in the future. Trader Sense, pretty sure FSP tried that comment strategy and YouTube didn't like it. I mean, look, guys, like the big YouTube channels, that's what they do. You know, they do giveaways on their channels. You know, like I noticed the golfers do it a lot, and they're big. You know. User, in essence, my strategy revolves around these gray boxes that you see. Holds above, long. I'm looking for a long entry. Holds below, I'm looking for a short entry. It's support and resistance, supply demand. I'm looking for bear flag, bull flag type setups. In its most simple form, that's what I'm using. And then I'm using order flow and other things for confirmation. User, if you click on the other live stream on my channel, you're on the shorts feed right now, the vertical format. If you click on the other live stream, that's where most people are hanging out at, is the one that does not have the word mobile in the title. It's a lot better viewing experience and you'll get to see my full screen. Just to give you a heads up. Savvy, you watch me for my good looks. Okay. That's a first. Just click on my channel, user, and then click on the content tab, click on the live tab, and then there will be 2 live streams going right now. One will have the word mobile in the title, and the other one will have, it won't have that word. Hey, Pradeep, thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. Question about Quan Towers and Zen saying, you're having problems switching between your Lucid accounts on Quan Tower? Just come up here and click the little drop down. Zen. If they're all on one account, just click this little account drop down window on your trading toolbar and all your accounts will populate. Well, guys, after the big dump, I'm not gonna try and chase this. In fact, with the volatility tonight, I'm probably going to trade micros. Yeah, Zen, just double click on whatever account. There shouldn't be any issues. I wouldn't be able to help you past that. You might have to contact Quantower itself if it's still an issue. Jeff, it's 776. I don't know. I have a feeling we probably come back up into this area above 800 to retest. For all you ICT people, you've got a couple gaps here that probably want to retest. So I'm a little leery about shorting below that. You know, you got that 50% pivot sitting there between S1 pivot and central pivot. So I would just be careful about shorting below. This is a pretty big drop. Like really what I'd be looking for at this point would probably be a reclaim above the POC and a hold above for a long backup into this area is what I would be looking for. You know, you generally want to see when a move gets exhausted like this a little bit, you kind of want to see a retracement before you would have any kind of continuation move back down. Or at least I do. It's been a pretty heavy sell. I mean, we're looking at 200 points of downside with really no retracement whatsoever. On NQ, that's quite a bit without any big news catalysts. You know, probably back up into like, I would say probably 840 back up into this volume at the very least on a retracement. You saw the DOJ news. What happened with the DOJ? I've been watching football all weekend, guys. I've been watching the NFL. The NFL games have been crazy. It's been a crazy good weekend in the NFL. A Powell grand jury subpoena. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that. I haven't even... This is the first time I've been at my desk since Friday, really. Hey, what's up? What's up, Kelly? How are you? What's up, Mark? How are you? R. Kelly is here? Thought bro was in jail. How are the metals acting tonight? Oh, gold had a nice rip to the top side. Gap and go. Man, is gold going to go hit 5K, guys? I mean, look at this. It is just relentless buying. All-time highs in silver, too, Lone Wolf? Yeah, the metals are out of control. All right, if we can get the pullback back into, say, like 760-ish, I'll probably throw a feeler contract micro on long. The only other long entry that I see would be a break back above this area and a hold. And then trade back up into like, I don't know, I'd probably target like 840. Wonky, you shorted at 80s? All right, how many people we got here? We got a little over 100 people in here right now. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. I appreciate you. Hey, Limitless, thanks. Appreciate you. Make sure that you guys who are signing up for those YouTube memberships, first and foremost, thank you. Secondly, make sure that you link your YouTube accounts to your Discord profiles so that you have access to those NQ pre-market trading plans. What's up, 44? Yeah, Dave, I mean, you were probably short on this candle, Dave. Judging by when you posted, you would have dealt with a pullback all the way to your entry. So that's kind of hard to not lock in. A re-entry here, I can see that. But you did the right thing by locking in 40 points of downside there. You got the gold pullback, 44? Does gold respect VWAP? You guys tell me. You guys are the gold traders. You tell me, does gold respect VWAP? I feel like sometimes. This is a little nasty right here. All right, we're sitting right at that point of control right now where most of the volume on the session has been conducted. We'll need to see if this rolls over from here or if we get that boost above. Hey, thanks, Limitless. Appreciate you. He's just donating dollars over here. Here comes the dollar bomb. It's more about the levels on gold. Okay, yeah, I don't trade gold, so I just don't know how it likes. Well, it likes to go up. It just likes to go up. So just wait for a big dip and buy, I guess. I don't know. Just 999,997 to go. Oh, Limitless, what are you doing? Come on, brother. Thank you. Guys over here super chatting just dollar bills. What's up, Massive? How are you? What's up, Brutal Trader? Martin. Oh, cheers, Limitless. Yeah, I'm glad you're finding value in the channel. I mean, you guys are the reason I do it, you know. Not that I know everything. You know, I'm never going to claim to be the world's greatest trader or that I'm 100% know everything. I'm not one of these gurus or furus, but what I do know, I'm more than happy to help. You know? Like, that's what it's all about. Oh no, Juan. You thought you were on MES? TradeX NQ short right now? You think so? You're working to pass your first eval. You're only 3,000 away. Go get it, Trade or Team Massive. You think all the way back down to the 720s? This is still, I still feel like I'm chasing the short down here. Yeah, I guess you could. It would be worth a shot. It's relatively low risk, right? You're only risking, 10 to 15 points. So it's not bad risk to reward wise. You got a block sitting down here at 750. I would much prefer a short entry from somewhere up in this area. But that's just me, I mean, TradeX typically has pretty good calls. So, I mean, just, if he's saying short. This is not financial advice. Yeah, I know TradeX. I have to preface that with every single one of my trades. All right, we got about 140 people in here. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate you. If interested, feel free to go comment on that short video that we put out on Saturday. That will enter you into a Lucid account giveaway that we're going to announce the winner tomorrow at New York close at 4 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on that content too. Yeah, I'm like, look, there's probably a level in here somewhere, right? Like there probably is, but judging on what has happened here, obviously you've got support, you've got a rejection here, but then these wild sweeps that have happened in this area are not ideal for me. They're not ideal. I'd rather have it be a lot cleaner. Really, this whole 800 to 850 area, I would say, is probably the level. Like all of this. But you guys know I have my levels set at 20 points so I minimize my risk. Hey, what's up, Spence? Mike Light, the hourly step profile. Yeah, a lot of people do that. A lot of people do use an hourly step profile. King Will, I'm not sure. Can you see them on Level Up? Can you see the pre-market trading plans when you click on that channel? If not, just shoot me a DM and we'll get you taken care of. Yeah, my name's Way. So like the most simple way for me to do is if I'm entering a short, like say I was shorting 830, right? My stop would be at or just above 850. That would be the point where I felt like my trade was invalidated and my risk is intact, even if I'm trading minis, right? It's what works for me. Same thing with longs. If I'm on a long on the top side of these gray boxes, right? If I'm seeing it hold as support above this area, my stop would be at or just below 830. It minimizes the damage. You know, it's a set risk. It's what worked for me when I was an unprofitable trader. You know, that's a hard rule that I implemented. Yeah, someone's down here at 750. Let's see how much size we got down there. We got 405 and 30. How much is that? 308. So you got 700 contracts sitting here, 740, 750. That's a lot of size on an Asia session. Yeah, King Will, just let me know. Just shoot me a DM on Discord or message me on Level Up Discord if it's not working. Like, either later tonight or tomorrow morning. And we'll get you all squared away, I promise. I think as long as it's the same YouTube account, you should be good. You should be able to see everything. Yeah, Cooper. It 100% is a lot of size any session, for sure. I mean, 700 orders resting anywhere on the NAS. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've seen bigger, but hey, what's up, Almighty? How are you? What's up, A Patriots? Yeah, Almighty, I'm kind of looking forward to the week too. That was a big upside move. I'm expecting a little bit of downside. The only thing that stinks right now is we're right back in the range that we've been kind of stuck in. You know, like we have been kind of just trapped in this little range here. I would like to see some big downside, guys. I would love to have one of those days. You know, I want to trade back into like 22K. Let me invest in my long term again. I'm interested to see if these are buyers or sellers sitting here, though. They pulled that order at 750. They rugged it and they've moved it down to 730. Yeah, Gohan, I mean, come on back. Come on back. I would at least like to see a retest of, what is this double top here? Like 22.4? I would at least like to see that. Not sure that we get that, but that is, I would like to see 22.4 again. $22.4 or $21K. Yeah, TradeX, that's what everybody was saying. I've been watching the NFL playoffs all weekend, so I'm kind of out of the loop as far as the markets are concerned. Yeah, Mike, like it's definitely not. Oh, geez, Piter, you're gonna you're talking about NIMS. Okay, what are they doing down here? 300, 550, and 400. So now there's 1,200 orders sitting here. 740 to 730 now. The headlines came out tonight, TradeX? Like how long ago? Like prior to our markets opening back up? News came out at 7:30. Okay. 7:30 Eastern, Paul? I imagine they try to fill this at some point. No, while the markets were open? Oh, that's true. I guess they open at 6 o'clock, don't they? Eastern. That's true. All right, Naz, let's get out of this whole area here. Hey, what's up, Lance? How are you? What's up, Algo? What, Cooper? Someone drove a U-Haul truck into a large group in LA? What? Wait, what? LA's crazy, guys. LA is nuts. Massive. I don't know if we get that. I don't know if we get that move tonight, right? I do think we probably need to retrace some of last week's upside. Let's see. Where did we open last week? I mean, we could. I'll be honest with you, though. That's a pretty firm rejection right below 26K again. I would say if we get back above 850, if we get back above this area up here and are holding above that area, the move back up into 940 would make a lot of sense, right? Come back into the opening price. That move would make a lot of sense. But that's what I would have to see is this area holding above again. You know, test back above these highs here where we had some selling prior. I mean, there's clearly sellers sitting here in this whole 800 to 850 area. We've had some heavy sells from that area. So that's where I would be looking. I mean, here's another 800 test that had a strong reaction. So I would say I wouldn't be confident in holding any long position right now until we were back above this and holding. I mean, not that you can't catch upside moves, right? Retracements, you can definitely catch them. But as far as like a big hold goes, I would need to see that. I would probably cut my profits here as price was getting up into 800 to 850. Somewhere in there. Or at least have a trailing stop in, because that's the move that you're going to need to see. In my opinion. Of course, I always could be wrong. Not financial advice. Gohan, not really 26K. It's the 750 to 770 on the December contract. Oh, you mean the December contract still trading lower? Yeah, massive. That's what I would be looking for. Like, I'm expecting that to have another test at some point. This area to have another test at some point. I just don't know. I would steer clear until we're firmly holding above 850 for that move. For any more upside. This is a pretty heavy sell back underneath that level right now. So I'm actually leaning to look for the retracement for a short. This is financial advice. Don't trade if it's not clear. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, sit on your hands. Yeah, if it's not in your wheelhouse, if it's not a setup that you like, don't trade it. Don't just click buttons to click buttons. All right. Let's see if they pull these orders here. 740 to 730. We do have S1 pivot sitting at 707. I'd be interested in possibly putting a starter micro long on there. And then risking to below 680. That's the prior weak point of control that's sitting there as well. So that would be a logical spot where we could see a bounce and some sort of retracement. Right? We tested the top side of the profile on the run up on Friday. Got above. Pulling back into the high volume of last week would be a pretty good indicator on what we could expect, at least the first part of this week, as long as we hold. I think it would be a good risk to reward to go ahead and give that a try. Especially since we're having all this size down here too. Like maybe just quickly sweep that out. You know, 25 points on a micro is risking $50, $50. So we'll try. We'll give it a shot if it gets down there and it sets up like we want to see it. Obviously, if it just straight nukes, I'm kind of left behind. It looks like TradeX probably had the best entry up here. Someone else was short from 780 as well. I can't remember who it was. It was you, Wonky? Okay. Are you still in that position? I think you're going to get the quick sweep. They're kind of just teasing these orders right now. Trade X you're still into? Cooper GC was, yeah, I mean, the gap and go on gold was crazy. 100 points. Spence, you took it and got out? What's up, Suni? What's up, Zadie? Do I expect my portfolio to go to 9 figures this year? No. I hope so. That'd be amazing. Sometimes I wish I was one of those people that was far more aggressive, you know? But I know the minute that I flip that switch, I'm going to take a big L right on the chin. I know it's going to happen. And totally regret all my decisions. RLD, so I have multiple profiles on the left-hand side. Right now, it's just showing the prior week. So this is the prior week. This is the current session. Zadie, yeah. Suni, we're trading NQ, Nasdaq futures. Sunny? Oh, okay. Sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean any offense by it. Those of you that are in the vertical stream, you're obviously more than welcome to click on that other live stream on my channel. The one that doesn't have the word mobile in the title. It's a lot better viewing experience, and that's where most people are hanging out at. We've got about almost 200 people in there right now. Will the Tigers win 120 games this year? No, Zadie, I know the Tigers aren't going to win 120 games this year. As a Detroit sports fan, you come to expect the worst, right? It's very rare when Detroit pro sports teams, like athletes, just don't want to play in Detroit a lot of times because of the weather or what have you. So you learn to just accept. You take all, like, you feel very lucky when you get a good team. Especially being a Lions fan. Oh my goodness. That's a whole lifetime of misery. Just heartbreak after heartbreak. Yeah, it was a good open. For those of you that were watching the charts during that time, that was a real good open. All right, let's see what happens here as we come and fill these orders. If those orders get filled. Is it still the same size? Still 555 sitting at 735. Still 409 sitting at 730. To all that think you'll lose in trading, take a close look at how the Chicago Bears played yesterday. Came back from down big, never give up. Yeah, that was a crazy game. That fourth quarter was crazy. 25 points in the fourth quarter after looking terrible. J Love, yeah, I'll be posting the pre-market analysis and level up in the morning. Or my pre-market analysis, I got not the pre-market analysis, my pre-market analysis, I guess I should say. I should clarify. I'm definitely not the all-knowing. Come on, just sweep those orders in real quick. Why are they messing around? I mean, they've tapped it a few times. Did any of it get filled? Nope. It's still there. All of it is still sitting there. Lex, there are icebergs at the level. It's getting restacked. Yeah, I kind of have to wait to see what happens here. Imagine it just starts retracing now and goes back up above 800. Never fills it. Zadie, do I think SPX could open down? Yeah, well, I mean, there's still a gap from last week on the SPY, isn't there? From last week's open? J Love, no, there's no, I don't think we have any educational content on the Discord on order flow. Like when I just have a real elementary understanding of order flow myself. I'm not the most advanced order flow reader. But when I just watched Carmine Rosado's videos, he does a pretty good job explaining how to read Bookmap and all that, but I'm sure there's better educational content on the internet. Chat, if you have any recommendations, feel free to post them in the chat. Palm Tory. Yeah, feel free. Like I'm not the world's leading expert on order flow. Very much, yeah. Check out Wes's stream. Like, order flow is really good for not so much finding an entry, but I think it's good on, you know, when you're holding a trade for a long time. Hey, what's up, Ross? Detroit, Minnesota is far worse. Oh, Ross, you had a monster week this past week? Nice. Nice. Congrats. GG's. Is Minnesota far worse, though, R-Dub? I mean, weren't the let's see, Pro Sports, Minnesota. Wait, weren't the Timberwolves just in an NBA? Weren't they just in the NBA Finals? The derivative market order flow during New York session usually tells more than just level 2 book. Yeah, I've never looked that deep into it, Wonky. I'll be honest with you. My understanding of it is very elementary, extremely elementary. Like so elementary that I'm not comfortable giving advice on it. All I know is what I look for and what I've seen happen. You know, a pattern as far as reading what the DOM surface is showing me. But it's extremely elementary at that. Oh, come on. Are we going to fill these orders? Did any of it get filled? Nothing? Hey, what's up, JJ? How are you? Some got filled and then more packed in. So they're just bouncing to fill. JJ, we're still going to do Sundays during Asia session. We're going to give regular trading hours streaming its fair shake. And so tomorrow I'll be live at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard. All right. Did it get filled is the question. Script be scripting. Market breaks out of a 4-month balance range on Friday. Sunday scripted news of J. Powell investigation. No, Neil, no. I don't touch silver. I don't touch silver. I don't touch the metals really at all. I don't trade gold. Silver's been crazy though. The metals have been crazy. Could you imagine had you gotten long like middle of 2025 on gold or silver and have been holding this whole time? No, I'll let you guys handle silver. I will let you guys handle silver. All right, there's a decent reaction. Did not run prior lows. Still have those orders sitting down there, though. That's a little scary. Especially with prior week's point of control sitting down here at 700 as well. What's up, Fletch? Yeah, silver pullbacks are deadly. Yeah, silver's a beast. Like, even if you're trading micros on silver. I mean, it's like trading one NQ mini. I mean, come on. Sweep this low. Come down here, tap at least the pivot that's sitting here. Yeah, Limitless, I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to be patient right now. Strictly because of the size that's sitting there. Generally, when there's that much size, you will see a sweep at some point. And I would prefer the sweep, to tell you the truth. I would prefer the pivot and prior week's point of control to get traded there at 700. DCA. Yeah, Mystic. I mean, I guess on one micro, even at 50 points, what is that? That would be $100 on one micro. But man, that's still a lot of risk. I generally don't risk 50 points on a trade. I can tell you that. I'm not opposed. Man, I need this sweep. Lance, so I trade ICT? No. I don't trade ICT. I know nothing about ICT concepts, really. I mean, basic understanding for me of ICT. Well, we kind of all trade the same thing if you think about it, right? I'm using volume profile, looking for low volume nodes, high volume nodes, as far as that. But you know, you guys are trading fair value gaps and that kind of stuff. It's all the same stuff, really. Yeah, Skeptic. Currently, it is. The only thing that's worrying me, right, is this size that's sitting down here. Not that this needs to get filled or has to get filled, right? We did just fill 500, 600 orders. But there is size down below now. Look, as far as what I know about ICT is the whole idea is, man, that's a nice bounce. Never swept the lows. You don't trade ICT. It's all the same stuff, Lance, right? Like, at the end of the day, if you're using ICT lingo and concepts, it's the same thing. Like, we're all kind of looking for something similar. So whatever you're using for your entry or your execution, whether it be ICT or what, I really don't care, you know? What's ICT? Yeah, so I'm using, okay, this is basically what I'm looking for, right? Is I'm looking for on this where aggressive buyers or aggressive sellers got absorbed, as in this case right now, right? These aggressive sellers got absorbed by a passive buyer that was sitting there. In this case, it was that 500 orders or whatever. Moon phases for you, Martin. Nice. Fletcher, you're the only one looking for a Venom unicorn. No, I don't care. I don't care what it is. Like, we're all kind of trading the same thing. You know, we're looking for sweeps of highs, sweeps of lows. You know, absorption, exhaustion, and moves. And whatever we use to indicate that But that's pretty. We're all trading some form of support and resistance, right? Like at the end of the day, it's whatever we're using and whatever setup we can recognize, whatever pattern we can recognize that gives us a good confirmation and a high probability setup in our favor. At the end of the day, it's really just all vocabulary, right? Like that's whatever your brain recognizes. Whatever is easiest to understand. Funded account for F&O shared drive. What's F&O? Sonny, why is it called ICT? It's Inner Circle Trader. You can just search on YouTube Inner Circle Trader or ICT. And he's got these mentorship, these educational content courses that people use. Future and options. Yeah, Share Drive. I haven't seen any fund like prop firms that offer trading both. What's up, Indian Burn? But Sonny, there's a whole group of people out there. It's almost like a cult-like movement in my mind, of traders who believe that is the way to trade, and some of them have made lots of money. What's up, Boris? Yeah, Limitless. I know those orders. That's a lot of size to leave behind, right? Although Asia Session sometimes likes to do that, right? They put the bait down here and then front run it and run it all the way back. Happy. Which prop firms do I trade? I trade my funded futures, Take Profit Trader, and Lucid. I currently have 11 funded accounts. Hey, what's up, The Elevated? How are you? Looked into deep charts? No, I haven't, Levi. Yeah, Sonny, ICT is more, it's not so much a strategy more than it is a concept, right? Like it's market concepts, market movements, market patterns. There's not so much a strategy involved there. It's kind of left up to you to develop a strategy around the concepts, right? Is the way that I take it. He doesn't really give you like trade strategies. It's more or less like concepts, if that makes sense. Happy, I trade individually. I don't like to copy trade. That sounds awesome. Teaching people concepts about the market, then throwing them into the Shark Tank. Dom, to answer your question, DM me. I won't answer that on a live stream, but I'll answer it in DMs for sure. Yeah, Levi, that's the problem that I have with it is what drives the market, right? Like volume and price drive the market, right? Like that in essence, buyers and sellers are driving the market. That is the one thing that I feel lacks in that mindset, right? Because you're only looking at candle patterns at a certain point, right? You're not taking into account anything else that's happening. And if you're almost ignoring those data points, I think you're missing out on something. Where is Dave for this nonsense? Hey, what's up, Lee? And that's just my opinion, right? Like, I'm not saying whether I'm right or wrong. I'm not saying whether they're right or wrong. Yeah, that's how I feel too, Martin. I think what it's missing is the reason why those candle patterns are happening. You know, and I think to fully understand it, you got to know why those things are happening. Hey, what's up, TJP? How are you? All right, we got about 280 people in here. I've been talking to God. Yeah, the rhetoric is amazing. The rhetoric is amazing. No, Happy, I don't. The one that I'll recommend is go watch some of Carmine Rosato's videos on YouTube. He's got some pretty decent, you know, elementary understanding about order flow out there. Easy to understand. I would say go watch a few of his videos on Bookmap. Hey, what's up, Southpaw? Okay, we still have those lows that have not been taken out. And with that volume still sitting down there, I'm hesitant to try and get into a long. You know, that's a lot of volume to leave behind. You got 100 sitting at 745. You got 404 sitting at 731. You've got 317 sitting at 725. And you got 230 sitting at 715 right now. Hey, what's up, BG? How are you? Southpaw, I will. So overall, right now, yes, I'm actually bearish right now. My overall bias is bearish. However, with a 200-point sell-off right now, I'm kind of expecting some sort of retracement, and it could be slow, right? We might get a sweep of the low and then a retracement back up into this 800 to 850 area. But I think this is going to get another retest, right? Zen. So on the right, this is the current session volume profile on my charts. And then the green volume profile on the left is prior week. So last week's volume profile is over here. So if we could get this move back up into the 800 to 850 area, start seeing rejection and sellers to step in up there, I would expect the rollover and to come and trade this, at least this point of control back here at 700. Yeah, Zen. Quantower, I really like Quantower. It's great executing platform. Naval, right now I'm looking for a long entry. The thing that has me hesitant right now is the fact that there's a lot of size stacked below us. There's a lot of volume sitting back down below. We've been selling off heavy all night. I think if we're going to get a good, decent reaction to the top side, a lot of this is going to need to get filled, if you ask me. So I'm kind of trying to be patient and just let this kind of chop its way out. And until we see that wick below the lows and a recovery, then I would be long. Yes, Zadie, you've used point of control to help your love life. Nice. But it's looking like it. I mean, it might just take off from here. Let's see if we can hang out below these wicks and keep rejecting these downside wicks here. Roll over and get one more leg to the downside. And then I would think about a long. Do I trade silver? A crypto trend? No, I don't trade silver. Those of you that are on the shorts feed, like I said, feel free to pop on over to my other live stream, the horizontal feed. You'll get to see my full monitor. It's a lot better viewing experience, and that's where most people are hanging out at tonight. We got about 280 people in right now. Pretty good viewership tonight. Oh, BG, you've been holding for the last 2 weeks on gold? Oh, my goodness. Baller. Absolute baller. What's up, Tim? Paul, size bid below NES as well. Yeah, I kind of want to see that get swept first. Hey, thanks for all this new subs tonight, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Come on, Naz. Why do we have to come right back into all this nonsense? Why couldn't we just hang out? Or at least crater through it, right? Why do I feel like this whole area has just been straight chop? Angie, can I show my volume profile setup? Yeah, sure. pretty standard. Value area high percentage is 70%, so you got value area high and value area low. And then I have it set to the full session. Yeah, Skeptic. So this is called DOM surface on Quant Tower. It's similar to Bookmap. It's similar to Bookmap. So if I zoom in on these, you can see how many orders are resting at each individual price, each tick of price, right? So it's just the visual representation of the DOM. You've got aggressive buyers and sellers over here, in other words, market orders. And then you've got your passive buyers and sellers on the DOM. Skeptic, no, it's not free. You will need level 2 data. And I think you will need a license. If you have a personal trading account, I know some futures brokers offer a full license for free for Quant Tower. I want to say Take Profit Traders. Take Profit Trader gives you one futures exchange level 2 data for free if you just reach out, if you're trading with Take Profit Trader. No, Junjo, I don't trade crypto. I stay away from crypto. I pretty much just trade index futures. You do, Skeptic? Like my personal account, my personal futures broker is EdgeClear. I get a free full license on Quant Tower. I think AMP gives you a free full license as well. So it all depends on who your personal broker is. You'll just have to reach out to your broker and see if they'll give you a free full license on Quant Tower. Danielle, Day Trader offer a free license, but not level 2. Yeah, you'll need level 2 in order to see the full depth of market. Like you can pull up the DOM surface anyway, but you just won't have the full depth of market. You'll only be able to see one price above and one price on the bid and one on the ask. How do you get the value area? It plots it for you, Zen. So if you come down, if you click the magnifying glass up here in the upper right, it's going to generate this quick access toolbar down here at the bottom. Just go click on right profile on that toolbar. Select today for the date, and then click enable. And it'll populate this volume profile. AMP does? Yeah, that's what I thought AMP does too. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I thought they did as well. So if you have a personal account with EdgeClear or AMP, those are the two that I know for sure give a full free license with Quant Tower. Yeah, Zen. So like this toolbar down here is going to be your volume profiles. It's going to be your delta. It's going to have VWAP down there. It's going to have your time and sales down there. All right, we're finally getting that move down. Did you guys take? Oh, you guys did take the short. Nice. Fletcher, you're in it too? Let me guess, Fletch. Let me guess, Fletch. Let me guess, Fletch. Fletcher, am I right? More or less. I knew it. I knew it, Fletch. I knew it. Oh, yeah. Don't screenshot, Fletch. No screenshot curse. Just let it go. I think you'll get this sweep at some point. I don't know why it's hanging up and just delaying the inevitable here. Like, just go. Just go, InQ. We can see what you want. Oh, Ross, just go click on the other live stream on my channel. You'll be able to see my full screen over there. That's where most people are hanging out anyway. We got almost 300 people in there right now. I know, Ahmed. It needs to just flush. Like, why are we delaying the inevitable here? It won't flush. I know, it's just, it's not going. I want to see it sweep this low. I want to see it sweep this low, come down to the pivot. I'll probably use that pivot as my entry if we get that wick below 700 and a reclaim. And then I would be long. I would probably, I don't know if, well, what time is it? It's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. I probably target the middle of this chop range is probably what I would target. Like 750 to 760, somewhere in there would be my target. Maybe even 740 where there's this high volume on the way back up. This thing needs to flush though. Like it needs to go down. Levi Trades, the pivot here, it's just the indicator that I have slept on. It's on classic. They're just classic floor trader pivots. Donnie, generally when you have this big of a move down, you have some sort of retracement back up. You know, some sell orders are still left behind with that aggressive of a move, in my opinion. I think buyers will try to save this at some point and try to push back above there. But this would be my short entry, would be somewhere in here for the ride back down. Not saying that we're not going to go down further. I'm definitely short bias overall, but I do think that we retrace some of this. We might not, right? Might not, but I do think at some point this does get a little bit of a retracement. You know, come down to the prior week point of control. Give it a look where the majority of the volume was last week. Hold above for that retracement back up, and then I think you'll have the battle up here somewhere. You can kind of see the heavy sells were coming from that area before. So that's what I'm looking at. I like this area for a short entry. And if I don't get it, I don't get it. I've had to learn to be okay with missing out on trades. You know, I used to be one of those traders that would FOMO into entries late. Feel like I was missing out. And shoot, I did it on the live stream last Friday. I did it on my first entry last Friday on the live stream during New York session. Luckily, I was able to not start clicking buttons, and I was able to catch a pretty good trade to make it all back and then some. Traveland. So it's not a pair. It's not Forex. This is NQ. Ticker symbol NQ. It's Nasdaq futures, so it's US index futures. Need that kind of patience. I don't know, Levi. I feel like I'm a very average trader. You know? The patience is what keeps me profitable. Oh, Ross, you think we're not going to run those lows? Really? We're going to leave all that behind? Jehoon, when do I sleep? Oh, I'll sleep right after I end the stream tonight. I'll go to bed right after I get off stream tonight. Yeah, Naya, that's kind of what I want to see. I want to see that sweep. I want to see it test previous week's point of control over there, right around 700. You got S1 pivot sitting right there. This would be a logical spot for it to wick and reclaim and work its way back up into that 800 to 850 area. How about we get a nap time with Wesley stream? What? No, I'm not going to stay on stream and take a nap. No shot. Yeah, Traveland. I mean, the New York session's obviously better trading than what we normally see during Asia session. If you were at your charts at the open today, though, there's been a good opportunity. My problem is I didn't get on stream or even open up my charts until we were right around in here. So there's been some movement, but nothing that I really liked. No, Lance. So it's literally just for streaming. I typically don't trade Globex. I never traded Globex before moving the stream to this time. So I'm still not real good with overnight movement. The movement's a little different during New York session. There's a lot more volume, obviously. I've noticed with Asia session, though, you get those random consolidation areas, right? And then you get the big spike, and then it consolidates, and then you get the big spike, right? I know, Levi. I know, Levi. I want to see the sweep. I hope Ross is wrong. I hope Ross is wrong, but it's starting to look like he might be right. Yeah, Wolf will hunt. I've definitely held trades overnight. Trade X, you think you still think the drop is coming? What's up, Danny? Danny, is this real money or sim? So I'm trading a Lucid funded account. So it's sim funded. So this isn't my personal account. I wish it would quit just messing around. I wish it would just flush. Just flush already. What's up, Jose? What did you miss? Not much. Mohammed, yeah, that's S1 pivot that's sitting there at 707. Just watching my trades, Danny. I haven't caught a trade. Trying to, but it just won't flush this out. Yeah, J Love. Definitely knowing where the big orders are resting is crucial. A lot of people use footprint charts to see that kind of stuff. Footprint charts just became too noisy for me. Let's see, what's Delta doing right now? Delta's putting in... it's looking very similar. There's no divergence on Delta right now. Donnie, 1 second. Let me call the market. I know. Someone make a call real quick. Someone make a call to the market. Call the market makers. Have them flush it real quick. Put it in a nice big wick off of point of control, prior week point of control here at 700. Get back above the pivot. Long. Traveland, so on Delta, what I'm looking for is price to make new lows, Delta to not make a new low, right? Like in this instance down here, I don't know if you can even see it because it's at the bottom of my screen. Right, Delta's kind of in line with this as to what we're seeing happening right now. Well, you really can't see it on the shorts feed. So what I'd like to see is that flush out happen, but Delta not to make a new low here. That's what I would like to see. Greg, I use cumulative Delta, so it's volume based. But yes, in essence, that's what we're talking about. Difference in buyers and sellers over a given time set, right? Like in this case, it would be a 5-minute time. Ross, I hope you're wrong, brother. I swear, if this thing just holds at this area right here, it'd be brutal. I so hope he's wrong, guys. Nice, Greg. Nice, Greg. Appreciate you. Hey, Annan, what's going on, brother? My box, brother. Where? Are you, what are you doing? Sorry, guys. Annan's a good friend. What's up, the real DC trader? How are you? Oh, come on, Naz. Ay, ay, ay. There's all this volume sitting down here. All these orders. I mean, 300, 300, 400. What? How much was that below? 30, 50? So we've got 1,000 orders sitting there. Yeah, and I'm big rich tonight. Big rich, making all the money. The chat's making good money. Donnie, so this definitely doesn't tell you whether they're buyers or sellers, right? They're just orders resting on the books. Okay? What you're going to need is time and sales or a footprint chart of some kind in order to see whether it's buyers or sellers, whether these were buy orders or sell orders. Right? And it could be a combination of both. But it just tells you how many orders are resting there on the books. Richard Lynn, you're up 5K? Nice. Yeah, Faraz, they could definitely pull those orders. They could definitely pull the orders off the books. All right, now you got 100 blocks sitting there at 745. J Love, those are mini orders. Those are NQ mini orders. Greg, I know. Yeah, Greg. I mean, obviously, New York trading is a lot better for me than the Asia session, for sure. and then you had a pretty good sell off the open. Pretty good sell off the open off the J Powell news. apparently. I didn't get to the charts till we were over in here, though. Oh, Greg, how would you do a fib retracement prediction using what we have? Like, if you're going swing highs, swing lows, I would probably just draw it like this would be the way that I would draw it, right? I don't use fibs a whole lot, but this would be the way that I would draw it. High to low of this session would be what I would currently. So it would look something like that. All right. Enjoy your evening, brother. Yeah, Mohammed. That's why. That's almost why I'm expecting a retracement at some point tonight. All right, like this area. This area would make a lot of sense to bounce. You know, back up into this. Retest for the next leg down. Because I mean, honestly, if we lose this area, I think they're kind of right. If we jump below 700, that move down could be extremely violent, right? Like you look at where the heavy sell came from over here. It was from that 800 level. So I would expect buyers to try and save this area, come back up into that 800 area, and then we'll start looking for that rollover and the rejection for the heavy sell back down. Amir, you ever look at... Man, how many people have asked me about silver tonight? Everybody's asking about silver. Everybody wants to see silver get traded. Donnie, this is testing your patience more than it's testing the lows. I know. With all that volume sitting there, I can't believe it won't go down there. Yeah, Amir... The problem with silver is I have no idea what I'm doing on those metals at all. And you can lose a lot of money really quick. Yeah, TradeX. I've noticed that about Asia Session a lot. The overnights. A lot of times you'll see those big orders and that volume stacked in there and they'll just kind of front run it to reverse it. Yeah, Greg, it just feels like a consolidation range at this point. I mean, you've got higher lows, lower highs. Did you, Mr. Longshorts? You had some decent scalps on gold and silver? Yeah, I wish I was a better scalper than what I am. I'm just not real great at scalping. And you're not real great at holding. It is what it is. Oh, crack me up. Hey, thanks for all the new subs tonight, guys. I appreciate you. Good viewership tonight, even though I've been highly inactive as far as my trading is concerned, but higher lows, lower highs, pretty much the entire time I've been live. Had a couple good moves initially. Yeah, TradeX, obviously I see the flag, right? No, Saitama, I mean, I use them from time to time just to define an entry. I mean, obviously you've got your little pennant, as you guys are calling it right now, right? Silver's going for new all-time highs still? Again? My gosh, man. Yeah, the only problem here is, though, guys, right? Like, you're definitely trading back down into prior week's point of control. You've got S1 pivot sitting there. I mean, granted, it's another 40 points of downside, and there is that move if you do get the break. I just don't know if we're going to get the break. This could very easily be the bait to travel back up and do it slowly, right? So I don't know. Might just be another night of no trades for me on stream. These are the situations that I wish I was better in, right? When price is around these areas, I'm a lot better at reading it. You know, when they're around my key levels, which is why I typically only trade these levels when price hits them, right? And that's the only spot that I normally look to execute. But when you're live streaming, obviously you want to be in a trade, right? Greg, so my streaming schedule has kind of changed. Sunday nights, I'll be here at 8:30 p.m. every Sunday. Mondays and Wednesdays, currently I'm streaming 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern. And then on Fridays, I do the New York Open at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So that's my streaming schedule currently, but it might change here soon. So just be on the lookout. SJP, can I explain the volume profile? So the volume profile on the left is prior week's volume profile. So all of last week's traded volume. And then this is the current session volume profile over here on the right-hand side. Discord link just flashbanged you. Balls out, bro, and take this long here. Man, I don't know. I think I would at least want to see it put in a higher high before I take a long. Just flip a coin and take a trade. You guys are terrible. Terrible influences. Awful. The pressure. Donnie, what, you want me to go long right now so your short can play out? That is probably what would happen. I've got people in the chat saying go long. I've got people in the chat saying go short. That probably means I should do neither. Watch us just continue to trade sideways. 5 points in profit, 5 points in drawdown. 5 points in profit, 5 points in drawdown. I mean, obviously, we're going to get a move at some point. Although, shoot, it's already 10:30. My goodness. Oh, Jeff. Jeff. I actually thought about you the other night or last night when I was watching that game. I'm like, oh, Jeff is... Faking the stream. Yeah. Here, let's see if I walk away if it works. Let's see if I step out of the camera. Nope, did nothing. Oh, guys, standing up was a bad move. I ran 5 miles this morning. Legs were not ready. Legs were not ready for that. Oh, sore. More about the time you get off the screen. Yeah, the end of stream dump. The end of stream movement. That's normally how it goes. This is what happens during my Asia streams. Price just goes sideways and chops for a while. And then I'll end the stream, like here soon. And we'll get the movement. And then I'll get about 10 DMs saying thank you. I was watching it on the phone. No, the phone's right here. I didn't take the phone with me. Silver's at all-time highs. Jeez, dude. I guess silver's just like in one of those situations where you wait for a dip and buy, huh? I think the gold chart looks very similar, actually. Okay, second phone. I only have one phone. Only have one phone. Yeah, Donnie, it's too... Like, if you're wrong, it's really bad. Although I will say, if you bought that dip Well, what is this? This is a 15-minute chart. Yeah, so if you bought that dip on silver down there at like, what were those previous highs? Somewhere around 82, 82.46, 82.50-ish, somewhere around there. I mean, that's a pretty good break and retest of those previous highs and the double top highs. Looking at a silver chart. Yeah, it might continue to go higher. But man, this chart is just up. It is just up. Look at that volatility though. All right, NQ. What are you doing? Let's get some movement. I just don't understand. Ross, I think you might be right if you're still here. I think you might be right. I have a feeling we might leave that behind. I mean, these sellers down here right now are if they're trapped a little bit. Yeah, Ross, I think these sellers are trapped. Starting to see some aggressive buying. Powell put out a video that he's innocent. Donnie, you put faith in your delusion. Oh, this is brutal. This is brutal. All right, guys, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to call it there for the night. I'm going to get some rest. I will be back live. I will be back. He's blaming it on the administration. Oh, Powell is? Yeah. I'll be back live tomorrow from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. Guys, if you are interested, we are doing a Lucid giveaway. You'll have to go watch our latest shorts video. Leave a comment in there to enter into that drawing. My editor, Mason, will select the winning comment on that video. Guys, enjoy the rest of your night. If you're still continuing to trade safe. This could get kind of sideways for a little bit, so just be careful. You do have those orders resting below if you're trading NQ. If you're trading silver, GG's if you're long. I would look, my next short entry, if it makes its way back up there, would probably be somewhere between 800 and 850. I would start looking for sellers to step in at that point for the rollback over for another sell down. But that might not happen till London session. This could be slow grind back up for a little bit into the heavy sell, right? Wolful Hunt, if you just go to the shorts feed, the shorts tab on my channel. Greg, London session opens up at 3 a.m. Eastern, I believe. Is that right, guys? 3 a.m. Eastern? I'm never awake, so I never know. Yeah, if you just go on my channel onto the shorts feed, it's the latest video that's posted. It was posted on Saturday. It's just a video. It's just a short covering the trade and how I trail my stops, pretty much. But go give it a watch. Leave a comment on the video, and that will enter you into the drawing for the Lucid account giveaway. Guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. Sorry there wasn't a little more action once I go live. This is typical. But yeah, I will see you all tomorrow at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Peace.